Hey guys, this is Shiny with Soft Crochet Times. Today we're going to be doing one of these kits that I found. I found two of them, both at Michael's. They were $5 each. One is a little unicorn mug cozy, and the other one is a donut. I think today we're going to do the donut. We will be doing both in a video at some point, but I think the donut's really cute. And just wait to the end of this video because I am going to be featuring a small giveaway. And I want to just thank my my loyal supporters and people that are watching my videos. I know I did take a small break for a little while. There was just a lot going on. I was moving, and then this whole worldwide phenomenon that shall not be named. And because of that phenomenon, you know, I have 6 people in my house, so when nobody can really go outside and go anywhere, it's very hard to get some quiet time to film a video. So I do want to apologize for that. Thankfully, pretty much everyone's out of the house today. Toddler's sleeping, so we got that going for us. So, let's go ahead and open this up. So in the front of this, it does say that it comes with 36.5 yards of yarn, a 4mm crochet hook, stuffing, needle, and a 16-page instructional book. So instructional book, yarn, and these must be the little snippets for the sprinkles. I do have a yarn needle, which is really nice. You know, this kit says that it includes everything you need, obviously, and it truly does. You know, having a needle and a crochet hook's always good in a kit. And then here is our little bag of stuffing. It looks like at one point it was closed, but it kind of exploded open, but that's alright. Those look really cool. The pattern that we have, I believe, is for this one, but I'm not sure if it shows you how to do the other icings or not. Okay. So obviously the only thing it doesn't include is scissors, but that's fine. And reading through it, it looks like it's going to be pretty simple. You know, it gives a whole bunch of different tips. It talks about the difference between UK, Australian, European, and the US sizes. It shows us different knots. It shows us a few different stitches, which is really cool. Just kind of showing you what's in this book. This is really cool. It has the crochet hook, what do you call the word? Equivalents, I guess, the conversions. So it shows metric, US, and UK. I always go by metric. I think it's much easier. I can never remember the US sizes. And then it also goes off of the US terms and the metric terms and the UK terms. Oh, looks like I skipped a page. Okay. So it looks like for this, we're going to need all the things that it said with scissors. We're going to have to know how to chain, single crochet, slip stitch, back loop only, and how to fasten off. So that's very easy. So let's go ahead and get started. Looks like I'm supposed to start with this yarn first. So I'm not going to list exactly everything I'm doing because it's not exactly fair to give out the whole pattern when it's something you're supposed to be paying for. But I just thought it'd be a fun little kit that we could look at the results, and maybe you could buy the kit on your own later on if you know you were interested in it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll check back in with you after a few steps, and we'll see how the progress looks. Okay, so I did go ahead and I finished the bottom of our donut. Up next, I'm going to be making the top frosting part. And then I have to add the sprinkles, and I'll let you guys see all of that, and I'm also going to show you guys how to assemble it. So this kit so far is actually pretty good. It gave me more than enough yarn. This might even be enough to make 2. I'm not sure. But they gave us enough yarn. The only thing that I wish they would have included is a stitch marker. It even says in the book right here. It says, handy hint, to help keep track of rows, attach a stitch marker or safety pin to the last stitch of each round. While that is very, very good advice, you know, the plastic stitch markers come a dime a dozen, especially for a company making their own kits. So I think it would have just put it one step above if they would have included one of those, because when you're doing the in and around projects like this, doing it without a stitch marker is almost impossible. I did have to sacrifice a tiny bit of my sprinkle yarn to get this little strip over here. I'm sure I still have plenty for the sprinkles, but anyways, that's really the only complaint I have so far. The bottom only took me about 20 minutes to do, I want to say, and a good portion of that was just because for some reason I couldn't do the chain and then working in the chain, but that's on me. That's not on the kit. I'm just crappy at working in chains. So I'm going to go ahead and do the frosting, then I'll show you how to do the sprinkles and how we're going to assemble it. Once again, make sure that you stay tuned because we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this video, and I want to make sure that you do not miss it or the code word. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I got both sides of my donut finished. With this kit, so far with the materials, I'm actually really impressed since it's only a $5 kit. It seems like they might have given us enough yarn for 2 donuts. It doesn't say that they did, but it does look like there could be enough for a second one. The crochet hooks, you know, good metal, it's not bending. And the thing that I'm the happiest with is that they gave us a metal embroidery needle. With the plastic ones, sometimes it's just impossible. They just like to break. They're usually too wide to go through stitches. So the fact they gave us a metal one is really awesome. So here it says to just randomly sew the sprinkle colors through the top part, and it shows what it can look like on the back. It doesn't exactly say how to fasten it down or anything, so I'm just gonna knot it behind itself. And it also gives us a really cute hint that you can sew small beads on as sprinkles. That could be a really fun idea in the future if you were gonna do something like this. So I'm just gonna start by seeing that this is the side that I want outside. So I'm going to just put my needle through any random spot, and I'm starting with the orange sprinkles. I'm going to leave a decent tail, that way I can knot it at the end. And then I'm just going to go around and do my little sprinkles. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I've never done sprinkles on a project before, but I'm going to assume, you know, obviously you just want to space them out a good amount. Do a couple there, do a couple here, do a couple in each direction. So I'm probably just going to sew these on really quick, and I might just, you know, speed through it because it doesn't really seem like it'd be that fun just to watch me sit here for 20 minutes and sew on sprinkles. So I'll continue filming, and it's probably going to be something I just speed through. If I do, obviously you'll see that I did. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for my orange sprinkles. They actually gave us a lot of yarn to do the sprinkles with, but I want to make sure that I have enough room to do the other colors some justice. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. One thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you're not pulling the yarn very tightly, because if you do, you're going to get a very crumpled donut, and that's going to make it very hard to sew it in at the end. And obviously you want a nice smooth donut, not something that looks like it got ran over. Alright, so I'm tying it off, kind of stretching out my donut a little bit, and then I'm going to take my scissors and cut it. Alright, then we're going to go on to the next color, which I will do pink. It looks like we have a lot less pink than we do orange, but that's okay. Yeah, we definitely have less pink than orange. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and thread my needle, right, and do a couple stitches. Once again, I'm probably going to fast forward through just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do every single stitch in real time. Okay, so the back of our piece is starting to look a little jumbled, but that's alright, because obviously no one's going to see it. But I don't know about you guys, but every time I'm told to do something randomly, it never ends up looking random. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of random, is that obviously it's random, so it's very hard to like replicate. But whenever I do it myself, it just never feels random, if that makes sense. Alright, so I'm gonna trim that off. Oh, sorry guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off. Take that over here. And now all that's left is our white. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on the needle. And then I'm going to just try to fill in any little spots that don't look like they quite have enough sprinkles. And after that, we're going to get on to the assembly of the donut. Alright, so I think I'm going to go in right here. Looks a little bland over this way. Leave a little tail. And sew my little heart away. Okay, so my donut looks pretty well and filled in. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. Make sure my donut can still stretch out a little bit. And tie it off again. Oh, that was a really long tail that I didn't need. Okay. Now on to the fun stage of trying to put this donut together. It says to start off by sewing the middle together, so that's what we're going to do. Going to thread my needle. It's a little tricky with all these loose ends. And then line it up. And then we're just going to go around the circle in the middle. Sewing it together as we go, making sure to get all the stitches. Oh. God, I'm doing awful about hitting you guys today. I'm sorry if I go off camera sometimes. Sometimes it's a little hard to see which stitches you're doing and where you're hitting with your needle when you're holding it quite a bit away from your face. I gotta push that orange thread back in. Okay, so it looks like our middle is pretty well sewn on. So now I'm just going to knot off, or fasten off, finish off, however they say it. Basically, I'm just tying a knot in the yarn and pushing it through. Just for a little bit more security, I'm just gonna go around one of these sprinkles that's underneath here and give it a decent knot so you can't really see it, or you won't be able to see it because it's on the inside. Okay. Honestly, I'm probably just going to leave that end in there. I'm actually going to weave it or wrap it around the middle so it holds the other loose ends in place a little bit better. Okay, and for the next step, what it says to do is it says to actually back loop stitch the edges, and I definitely did not leave enough room for that. I figured we were just going to sew the edges, so unfortunately that is what I'm going to do, because I did not read ahead. This is why it's always very important when you're going to read instructions to read them all the way before you jump in. Alright, so going the lazy way, just going to stitch around the edge. I really hope it doesn't affect the look of it too much. But either way, this is what we're doing. It's a donut. It can't come out that badly. Once again, I'm probably just going to fast forward through this. I know it's not the most fun just sitting here watching someone sew something. Alright, it says it's to stop halfway to start stuffing it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and stuff. It says to make sure you don't overstuff it so you don't see that much of the filling throughout. And then I'll probably do a little bit more towards the end. It's looking like a donut, you guys! I'm so excited. This is wicked cute. And I know it said to worry about overstuffing. I'm going to try really hard not to overstuff it. But I also want a big fluffy donut. This is also a lot of stuffing to give for this one donut. Like, that's a crazy amount. But, I mean, I guess I'd rather have way too much than not enough. And that could just be another bonus for this kit. Like I said, they're giving us pretty good materials to start off with. So this could be something you could just do over and over again. Getting closer to the end, so I'm going to add some more stuffing. I'm so excited, you guys. This donut's going to come out wicked cute. Okay. So a little bit more sewing. I think one final putting some stuffing in, and I think it'll be done. I just really want to make sure it's all nice and stuffed before my fat fingers can't get in there anymore. Also going to take this time to shove. No, I'm going to keep that end out. I'll sew it in. Sometimes I just shove my ends in, but this donut is wicked cute, and I want to make sure that it definitely stays secure. Okay, I think that's just about good. Let's go ahead and finish sewing up. All right. Now I'm going to take this yarn and I'm going to knot it off, shove the end in, and then we'll do our wrap up. Remember to stick by because I am going to have a little giveaway at the end. In order to participate in that giveaway, you need to know the code word. So give me a few more minutes and we'll get right on that. Alright guys, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Here is our finished little donut. I think it's freaking awesome. And I actually had a really fun time doing this craft. I give really high props to Make Market. We are definitely going to be doing the unicorn mug cozy in a future video, so keep an eye out for that. And for the giveaway that I've been, toting you guys along for, it's going to be this little donut. So if you want to win this little donut, make sure you are subscribed, make sure you like this video, and then comment donuts for me down below. Remember, that's donuts for me. Alrighty, so with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Even if you don't want to take place in the contest, always make sure you're commenting, sharing, and subscribing. That stuff really does help the channel, and it is so important. And I do want to apologize once again for my little break here on YouTube. I'm sure for a lot of people, it's just been a time, There's been a lot going on. But I am back. I am trying to put out some more videos. They might not be as frequent as they were before, but I'm definitely going to try to continue doing this for you guys. And if you guys have any ideas for future videos, as always, make sure you comment that down below. I want to make sure that I'm making things that you guys actually want to see. Alright, so with that, bye-bye.